We are in Lamentations 1 and 2. There's billions of Lamentations. They feel real bad because this Lord is a real dick. He's the Old Testament Lord. He likes lots of blood, lots of viscera spattered all over his altar. And he bathes in it because they don't really eat. They just kind of absorb the blood through their pores. Those filthy little grays. I mean, the Lord. That's his name. Arise, cry out in the night. The beginning of the watches. Pour out the heart like water before the face of the Lord. Lift your hands toward him for the life of your young children. Please, not the children. Eat the everything else. Arise, cry out in the night. See, O Lord, and consider, to whom have you done this? Should the women eat their offspring, the children they have cuddled? Should the priest and prophet be slain in the sanctuary of the Lord? Come on, young and old lie on the ground in the streets. My virgins and my young men have fallen by the sword. You have slain them in your day of your anger. You have slaughtered and not pitied. You have invited as to a feast the terrors that surround me. In the day of the Lord's anger, there was no refugee or survivor. Those who I have born and brought up my enemies have destroyed. Yikes. So the destroyed enemies, the destroyed family. Moms forced to eat their own children to appease the Lord. What kind of God is this? Chapter 3, I'm the man who has seen affliction by the rod of his wrath. He has led me and made me walk in darkness and not in light. Surely he has turned his hand against me time and time again throughout the day. He has aged my flesh and my skin, broken my bones. He has besieged me and surrounded me with bitterness and woe. He has set me in dark places like the dead of long ago. He has hedged me in so that I cannot get out. He has made my chain heavy. Even when I cry and shout, he shuts out my prayer. He has blocked my ways with hewn stone. He has made my paths crooked. He has been to me a bear lying in wait like a lion in ambush. Wait a minute. That's two metaphors. He has turned aside my ways and torn me in pieces. He has made me desolate. He has bent his bow and set me up as a target for the arrows. Caused the arrows of his quiver to pierce my loins. Jesus Christ. I have become the ridicule of all my people. The taunting song all the day. He has filled me with bitterness. He has made me drink wormwood. Absinthe. I mean, that's alright. You could drink some absinthe. He has also broken my teeth with gravel and covered me with ashes. Yeah, that's not cool. The teeth part, anyway. You have moved my soul far from peace. I have forgotten prosperity, and I said my strength and my hope have perished from the Lord. Remember my affliction and roaming, the wormwood and the gall. My soul still remembers and sinks within me. This I recall to my mind. Therefore I have a hope. Though the Lord's mercies are not consumed, because his compassions fail not. My soul stirs, it remembers, and sinks within me. Through the Lord's mercies we are not consumed. But Jesus Christ, he wants you to suffer, because his compassions fail not. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness. The Lord is my portion, says my soul. Therefore I hope in him. The Lord is good to those who wait for him, to the soul who seeks him. It is good that one should hope and wait quietly for the salvation of the Lord. It is good for a man to wear a yoke in his mouth. Okay, Lord, it's good. We'll do that. We'll do whatever you want. Let him sit alone and keep silent, because God has laid it out on him. Let him put his mouth in the dust. There may yet be hope. Let him give his cheek to the one who strikes him and be full of reproach. For the Lord will not cast off forever. Though he causes grief, he will show compassion according to the multitude of his... Yeah, right. God is a fucking sadist, clearly, for he does not afflict willingly. Nor grieve the children of men, to crush under one's feet all the prisoners of the earth, to turn aside the justice due a man before the face of the Most High. subvert a man in his cause, the Lord does not approve. Who is he who speaks and it comes to pass when the Lord has not commanded it? It is not from the mouth of the Most High. Now they're just kissing ass. Basically, the Lord beats the shit out of you, rips you apart, kills everything you ever loved, and then convinces you that wearing a yoke at your mouth and being his little bitch and saying, please sir, may I have another, is good for the soul. So wake up.